Hey, what's up, y'all? Bohemian with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. Here to do another live in the live-a-thon day. I came on this morning, and I think most people were just chilling, and it was a lot of ghost watchers that didn't want to talk. So I went and recorded some videos, uploaded some videos. We've had a busy morning over here. Baby Magic put herself down for a nap already, and it's not even 11 a.m. over here. So getting things done, first of the month, July energy, all that. Yes, yes, I'm popping on to see, oops, I always have lotion and oils up here, and it's like a massage table, so it leaves all the marks. Let's put the cards there. I just made it worse because I just put shea butter stuff on my hands, so look. How are y'all doing today? What's up, what's up? Oh, someone just got a little dice roll there if you want to interpret. Yes, yes. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Tomorrow, July 2nd, is National, what's it called? Like National Movement Day, basically, for migrant children. So check out and see what actions are around you. Oops, there's no Ancient Cosmetics haul in this. I forgot to put it from the title. Yes, but oh well, there will be later. There's some coming in the mail because I needed to get the scrubs again because they be saving my life. That coffee one when I need to come on and chat with y'all and do videos and stuff, and I'm feeling tired and achy. Yes, I be needing that. I be needing that scrub. Let's see. She said, when are you going to be on live next? Someone commented, I'm live now. Let me tell them. Up live now. So, yes, if you would like to send in a payment for $8 to Cash App or to PayPal, I will be doing live readings right now. And otherwise, we'll just be Kiki. And I think a lot of people are busy Monday morning. I'm going to tell her I am live now. I'll be going live throughout the day and make a whole thing. So hopefully, oh, that's not wrong page. There we are. We back. What's up, y'all? Y'all gonna have to talk because I ain't gonna sit on here and talk if y'all just gonna ghost watch. That's awkward. Come on now. All right. There we go. In the chat, Divine Rebels. That's our little emojis, the sparkle with the fist. And I'm not going to do a general reading until people are participating because I notice people will just come on and wait, and then I do a general reading and they'll pop off. No, ma'am, no, sir, no person, no child. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good today. I thought, like, the way this weekend was going and just feeling exhausted with all these planets retrograde and all this kind of stuff, I really thought that I was going to be dragging today. But I'm not. I'm feeling pretty good besides my tummy, which is feeling a little weird, but let's not TMI ourselves. Besides that, let's see. So for those of you who didn't hear the update on either the pick a card, there's two new pick a card videos, check them out, or the live this morning. We have a lot of planets retrograde. So we got Pluto retrograde, Saturn. We have, oh, there's the red cardinal came back. Y'all, is outside. Yes. I'll be doing another ancestor reading soon, checking in with that, ancestor messages. But yes, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, what else? Mercury's about to be retrograde. Chiron's about to be retrograde. North Node's always retrograde. Like most of the things of the main things in the sky about to be retrograde. We have a new moon coming up. I think that's actually tomorrow. Let me check. And then we have I'm a little bit wonkish right now with my dates. And then we also have solar eclipse. We have eclipse season starting. So whatever these eclipses are triggering now will be going in the next 6 months. And really, that tends to be how eclipse happens. Even Mercury retrogrades also. Whatever happens during that season, it can be reignited or it can keep being in development until the next one, the next eclipse or the next Mercury retrograde. It's a good thing now to like we're about a week out, I think, from Mercury retrograde. It's really good to stop signing new contracts, stop any of that, or like get it done like now and then let it go. Okay, new moon in Cancer. Yes, it's at Tuesday morning. Yeah, it's going to be early in the morning. So some people will be connecting with it tonight, some people tomorrow night. But new moon energies are usually at least a few days plus or minus. Plus, especially if you're sensitive, you might feel it way out. Like I always feel Mercury retrograde, as when it's in the shadow period, more than I even do during the actual transit sometimes. And my electronics, y'all, I cracked my little computer screen down here already. I got to get it fixed. All my electronics were being crazy. I was like, what's going on? I was like, literally the day that it went into the shadow period, I was like, everything was going crazy. The DVD was being weird. The TV was being weird. My phone was being weird. The computer was being weird. I was like, what is going on? But of course, eclipses and even solar flares, that really can throw things off too. So new moon in Cancer. So this is in the energy of the home. Those of you who are sensitive with like your stomach, your chest, your breasts, womb, ovaries, those kind of things, you might feel those areas sensitive or just hurting. Like my tummy's like, what? Right now. So that's possible, but right, because right now this new moon and stuff is going to be opposite in sign. I'll check if it's opposite in degree. Not opposite in degree exactly, but it's opposite in sign from Saturn, South Node, and Pluto in Capricorn. So we got a lot going on as far as really trying to pull us forward into redoing how we do things in the world. And we talked about that on the other live. And like these themes are very challenged for us, so it's very serious that we learn how to nest, that we learn how to handle our emotions, that we learn how to handle family, like how to create a family and handle family issues. So we're not supposed to just gloss over things and pretend everything's okay. The United States is a country that's a sign of Cancer. Okay, we see all the issues we have here with Pluto on the opposite end opposing, or sorry, with Capricorn on the opposite end opposing with Pluto and Saturn and South Node in it. We're supposed to learn from our mistakes. So it's not saying, oh, it's Cancer season, you have to pretend you like your family and act like everything's okay. It's saying, how can you work through that shit once and for all? Because North Node and Cancer, Sun and Moon together, united in the sign of Cancer, it's to give us a boost to be able to find how we can have those things in our life without the baggage, without the trauma with Pluto there, without the negative karma with Saturn there, and move forward in a good way and, be able to develop something there. So if you've been having things about like your with the solar eclipse, especially if you have themes of like houselessness, homelessness, if you have like severe family fallouts, things that issues with the mother or being a parent or with your parental guardians, things like that can really, really come up and be going and triggered all throughout this season, Cancer season, and through eclipse season, because we also will have the full moon in Capricorn. So making sure that we have stability, and making sure that we're helpful to others. People, that have this in their chart might really be going through times they might need to move back in with family. You might see people going through food scarcity, needing a house, needing a home. The elements are very intense during the summer. It's hot. It's, some areas it's dry, some areas it rains a lot during summer, floods, hurricanes, all this kind of stuff. So it's important that we take care of each other and keep an eye out, because these planets are extra hyping up this season in a very rough way, a very intense way. So yeah, stay paying attention to that. But it definitely is like this karmic time of like, okay, work on this shit. Like, we ain't trying to have you incarnating in this family again and you guys all bickering and going through these same tragic roles again and again every lifetime. Like, y'all just need to get it done this lifetime. And on a global scale with the Capricorn energy, it's the same for each country. It's like different countries are going to be getting their karma. They're going to not be able to hide their bullshit anymore. It's going to be coming to light and people are getting fed up with it, right? And so it's time to admit it and acknowledge it, because it's not going to go away. It will get worse if we don't do things about it. And the same with our family dynamics and whatever we've been trying to hide because it's not comfortable. It will get worse if we don't deal with it. The same with learning how to put down our own roots, take care of ourselves, have security ourselves. So Yeah, that's the tea I can give you on this dramatic sky season that we got going on. Right now, I think we are still in Moon and Gemini. My app that I like the best, that's easiest for me to pull up, my online ephemeris is my phone, which I'm using to record on. So you can type in current astrology and it will pull up the astrological weather, which is really good to check in. If you don't know, astrology also connects with the actual weather, and people will be like, "Oh, that's woo woo," but that's literally how all the world's ancestors used to plant their crops and everything. If you look at the Farmer's Almanac, how they actually plant crops. Now today even it's lunar. It's based on the moon cycles and stuff. So and moon phases. Current astrology transits. There we go. Yes, I love using astro.com. Cafe astrology is good for like if you're learning how to pull up charts and stuff, but if you want the whole free spectrum of things, really go to astro.com because they have all different kinds of charts now, and they do have charts that kind of give you the information and then charts you can just read yourself. Okay, so let me see. Yes, astrology weather of today. It is not July 3rd. Okay, here we go. July 1st. Like, what is this talking about? Oh, yeah, that's right. And Chiron, when it goes retrograde, is in Aries. So we have a lot cardinal signs. If you have Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, or Aries in your chart, I mean, we all have it in our chart, but if you have placements, like those are your midheaven or angles, like your ascendant, or if it's you have personal planets in that, that's really gonna be shaking some stuff up for you. So just have that heads up there. Mars will be moving into Leo soon. Mercury is now in Leo. Okay, everyone's gonna be loud. And we will have Venus going into Cancer not too long. But right now we have, yes, the moon is still in Gemini, 24 degrees, and it's conjunct Venus. So good time to socialize right now. Oh, hi, Saruchi. Hey, I was looking on my other screen. I've been good. I've been good. Yes, I've had to take a lot of downtime, family time during cancer season, but I like that. That's why I am my own boss. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, things are going good. How are you? Let's see. Another tip for astrology, whenever you're looking at a chart and there's planets in the same degree, that's usually very karmic, especially if they aspect each other. It means there's a significant vibration going on with those planets. So let's say that you have your moon in 22 degrees Cancer, and then your Venus is in 22 degrees Libra. Like that is like a karmic aspect, especially since it's square each other in like in that case. Yeah, so pay attention to things like that. It's super cool. I had posted on my Instagram the other day. There was like so many planets. I think there was like three or four of the planets were all in 18 degrees. Right now, Neptune's still in 18 degrees. Also, if you can tell kind of the energy of a chart sometimes, like if a lot of the planets are in later degrees versus in the first degrees, kind of the mood. Just like when we look at a chart's modality, we see like cardinal signs that start their season, like Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. That chart has a different feel to it than a chart that is mutable, meaning the signs that end their season, like Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. So that's super cool to check out when even like the astrological chart in the sky that we see. Yes, yes. Why did I have that open? Okay. I got all these tabs working on stuff back here, you guys. I'm working. Are y'all at work? I'm like, that's why you can't chat. You're at work right now. I guess it's early. On the West Coast, it's only 9 a.m., huh? They're about to be on lunch, though, on the East Coast. Go get you a salad or something. I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to talk about food. Yes, what else do we have going on in the sky? Man, it seems like Cancer season already started and we're already 9 degrees into Cancer. This year's going by so fast. Mercury in Leo. I think it's really interesting, Mercury and Leo, Mercury and fire signs, because people will understand you better when you talk about them during Mercury and Leo. So if you want to get through to someone about something, make it about them in a way, or reference it from their point of view, where in a way they would find relatable, in order to more quickly get through to them. It's also a time that we like to be entertained more. We want to have more fun. We want to live out our passions. We don't want to feel like we're being ignored. Oh man, y'all. This is not a time that people are going to want to feel like they're ignored. Like, leave them on red. They're going to be mad. Hi, Phil son. Newville. Yes, let me see right here, right here. I thought I saw something come through earlier, but oh wait, no, that's not it. Did you send it on PayPal or Cash App? Because I'm not seeing one pop up. Yeah, but Leo season. If you know, do any of y'all have Leo Mercury? I think Leo Mercuries are fun. They're fun. Sometimes they're just so stubborn, though. You're just like, okay, let me rephrase this because obviously you're tuning me out. Let me make this about you. Okay, back on track. All right, good. Let's see. I'm checking to see because I'm not seeing the payment go through, but it's Mercury retrograde. So there it is. I can see it on the computer. I thought so. It's just the app not showing it up. Okay, perfect. What is your question? Should I call you Newell online, or should I call you Phil Sun? Let me know. Let me know. I do need to clean this little altar and reorganize it. Call you Phil Sun. Okay, perfect. Yes, if you want to drop your question down in the chat, we can do a reading for you. Yes, yes. Summer plans, anyone? You can still travel during Mercury retrograde. You just have to cover your bases. Like the Knight of Swords pops out. You just have to cover your bases. Believe me, have backups, pay things. Make sure you have your money on a few different cards and things in case you lose it. Things of that nature. Prepare for delays and flights canceling, that kind of thing. Have backup plans and backup transportation kind of things. Okay. General career reading for Phil Sun. General career reading for Phil Sun. General career reading. Oop. Okay, it's ready. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Magician, a lot of communication. I don't know if you work in communications. And the Nine of Cups. We also have the Three of Cups, but I saw the World pop out as well. So we'll put that because that's career right there. And the bottom of the deck was the Nine of Wands. So a lot of cards for a quick read, but that's okay because it's all tying together. It's kind of repeating. So yes, I see a lot of information. I feel like you're going to have, it's like speaking of Mercury retrograde, I feel like you're going to have a lot of opportunities come up, and you might even have travel opportunities for your career. I don't know if you are searching for a career or within your own career want to know about developments, but I do see several offers here. So you might find other job opportunities related to your skill set. Some of them will be branching out a little bit from what you have already done. Some will be very much in line with it, but I'm seeing you having the opportunity to travel both locally, just like kind of get out and about more, and long distance. You might decide to go somewhere in order to learn more about the trade that you want to do and kind of study, but it's a very like loose form, almost like when you like apprentice with someone, or when like you go on what do they think? I can't remember what they're called, like in school when you go out. But basically, like you go somewhere and you go hands on in the field and you get training on something, and then you have that knowledge. But instead of having to like sit in the classroom, so I'm seeing you go and get real world experience, and you might pick up a few more trades. I'm seeing you being a jack of all trades in order to diversify your career portfolio. It looks very interesting though. It looks exciting. I think you can trust yourself to say yes to a lot of different opportunities coming in. I'm seeing paperwork and emails and messages and all those kind of things going in and out. It might take a while to kind of finalize things because of the astrological weather, and just because it will seem very hectic. Now, I see you being a little bit worried about that and maybe not trusting it with the Nine of Wands. Maybe you've been through a lot and you've been burnt before in your career, so it's hard for you to get excited about it. But up here with the Three of Cups and the World card, that's super, super good for networking, really good for finding your own niche. I get this feeling that you're going to be pulled outside of your comfort zone a little bit, but you're definitely capable to do the work, and you're gonna fit in even if they seem very different. So like for instance, maybe you are not like a flashy person, but then you get this opportunity, but you're like, man, that boss is so flashy and they have a totally different personality than I do. I don't know about that. Like that might be a weird combo to put together, but somehow y'all will work really well together. So I'm seeing, yeah, I'm seeing you kind of changing it up and being able to be more yourself in the work that you do. We have the Nine of Cups here. So these opportunities could definitely be ones that you've been wishing for and wanting to bring in for yourself. With the World card there, the pay will be good and it will be more promotion. It won't be like you have more responsibility but you don't get paid, right? That happens sometimes in jobs. This looks like more pay coming in the long run, but it definitely take opportunities to socialize with others. If there's like business parties or kind of road trips, it might be opportunities that are a little bit further distance than you had initially thought that you wanted to travel for work, but it'll turn out to be really good. I'm seeing that like maybe you go a little further out than the hub, the city hub of where you wanted to work, but then you end up connecting with a better office or a better group of people. And so it feels so much better. It doesn't make work feel so stressful. And that's really good to do. So kind of keep your ear to the ground. You'll probably get tips from other people that you know, like you'll hear it kind of through the grapevine about different opportunities that are up and coming that you can go ahead and take. So I'm feeling a quick turnaround in career. Yeah, and I'm feeling moving away from anybody. If you've been dealing with any people who are just kind of like get on your nerves, are catty, always have something to say, kind of keep an eye out and are critical, or if people have just been commenting on your career, I feel like that's very passing. You're going to be moving upwards in your career very quickly. So it's kind of like don't even look at them. Like the magician here is not even looking at them. He's just focused upward on what he's doing. And it's the wands and the sword. So fire and air energy. I don't know if that's in your chart, but that's the energy that will be helping you in your career. It's just kind of like fan in the flames, fan in the flames. Yeah, so it looks really good. You have good marks for your career, especially with this, the Nine of Cups with the World card. I would say go for it. Whatever you've been wanting, if you've been wanting a promotion, a new job, to diversify a bit in your career, go for it. Yes, yes. Please like the video, y'all. Hi, Soft-Hearted. Hey. It's such a sweet screen name. You're welcome. Yes, yes. How are you guys? I've just been chatting about astrology. People are surprisingly quiet today. Especially after yesterday, everyone was very chatty. I'm like, for a Gemini moon and a Venus in Gemini, everyone's pretty chatty. And a Leo Mercury must be that Cancer energy. Or a lot of spies. Look, it keeps showing me the the page of swords. I know someone's spying. Hmm. Better stop. Look, it's the high priestess. You be knowing. It feels like a sleepy day. It does. It's like a calm, chill day, but I'm also like feeling busy. I like that mix of energy. Getting things done, but still feeling chill. Yeah, I accidentally left that part that says Ancient Cosmetics Hall again, but I'm not doing that right now, but there's some coming in the mail, and then I will. Am I going to be on again later, or is this my one live for the day? Today I'll be doing live-a-thon, so I will be coming back on, yes, hopefully throughout the day. I meant to come on late last night, and all of a sudden I was waking up, and it was this morning. The baby had woken up, so I did go and eat and everything after we got off live, and got some work done behind the scenes and chilled with baby. And then cause she woke up and then she fell back asleep. But as I was putting her to sleep, I put myself to sleep on accident. So yes, yes. All right. For those who have liked the video or done the live chat, this is a reading for you. And for those who think they're gonna steal the reading, I don't advise. All right. Don't violate my energetic boundaries now. Don't play. All right. Because I want people to be engaged, and there's been a habit of people just watching and taking what they want energetically from me and my channel, and I don't like that. So this is a way for me to put good boundaries and still share and give with the people who are loving and supportive on the channel. I fall asleep by accident all the time. Yes, you said liked, right? Like, let me clarify. I liked it. Yes. Okay, general reading. Let's start with the astro dice because these are so fun. We have second house, Pisces, and we have the North Node. North Node and Pisces in the second house. Look, learning to be more giving, both spiritually and monetarily. Learning, that's so funny. This is like what I'm just talking about. Learning how to honor the exchange of like value spiritual gifts and spiritual things, right? Because the South Node in Virgo is like wants to just honor practical things and things of that nature. And this is about learning how to put personal value and personal financial value on things that are spiritual and spiritual people and healers, and invest in yourself, and to have a more spiritual way of looking at money and dealing with your finances. Realize that it's energy, to be more aware of your energetic exchanges with other people. And that could be sometimes when people have a low self-esteem, even though everything's popping in the physical realm, it's because spiritually they're not rich, right? Spiritually they're taking, they're thieving, they're empty. And so these boundaries are very important for us to learn for our own spiritual health as well. And it helps add to our confidence and our happiness when we can. For instance, one thing that happens, I'm Pisces, so one thing that happens with Pisces is we'll have people in our lives, and they will ask a lot of us emotionally and spiritually, even magically, if they know that we're a magic worker, a tarot worker. People are clicking off. Look, I'm telling you. And they'll 24/7 be on call. So this happened to me once I got pregnant with the baby, and I needed help and care, and I had to take care of myself for the baby. People would just disappear, or they get very upset. I had a few people I thought were friends get very upset, and then I realized it's because I was 24/7 on call for them. If they had any issue, any emotional disturbance, anyone messed with them, I would spiritually, magically, emotionally always be there for them, protecting them, looking out for them, all those kind of things. And so I would feel so grateful for anything they did. If they were more of a physical giver and they would buy little things, or want to pay for meals or something, and to me I honored that. But it came for me to see that they didn't honor what I also give, and they only counted the things that were physical, and not the fact that 24/7 I was like free counseling their lives. And I do mean 24/7, very serious things and issues, just always being there, and to the point that I wasn't even able to live my own life. And so that happens a lot, I think, with water signs and with spiritual people in general, where we can be so focused on giving and being kind and things like that, that we let other people invade us and drain us. And we feel guilty about asking for things back. Hi, Christiana. And not putting up firm boundaries, and we really have to. So second house is Taurus values. We have to learn to have our balance, our boundaries. Hi, Christina. Yes, you caught me. I was wondering if you're gonna pop on. I answered your comment. I was like, I'm live right now. Yes, so please value your healers, your spiritual people and practitioners, people in your family that you know are the emotional, sensitive, caring ones. Don't just keep walking all over them. We're doing a general read, y'all, with the astro dice. Don't just keep walking all over them. Look, the Seven of Swords popping out, because you know that it's difficult for them. The Strength card popping out. You know that it's difficult for them to put boundaries, because they would choose being caring over even having space themselves. That doesn't mean that they deserve less value from you just because they're not, you know, a Gucci bag or something. And that doesn't mean that they're worth less in your life, or that you can write them off as having not contributed to your relationships. And the same for yourself. If you guys are the ones who tend to do all the emotional labor and spiritual stuff for others, make sure that others are valuing you as well, and that there is some kind of give and take. This also tells us to listen to the love language of those who do reciprocate physically, right? Some people, it's easier for them to show their love by doing physical things. So maybe when you're feeling emotional and you're on the Pisces side of this astro dice casting, the emotional side, maybe they will come over and do something physical for you, or they want to take you out, or things of that nature, because that's just how they are able to give and love. So this is asking us to balance kind of Taurus Pisces energy when it comes to give and take in relationships. I relate to what you're saying, feeling like I'm there for people but not vice versa. Yes, 1222. Oh, 1222, where you're at. Yes, yes. So that is our general read. Make sure you put respect on your healers and readers, and on all of the soft-hearted people around you. Yes. And one for you and one for Ellis. Yes. There we go. Okay. So we'll put those to the side for now. What is your question? Yeah, I was asking on the other live. Hi, Enchanted Moon. Hey. I was like, is Christina still here? And I kept asking, but I think you had to click off. So I was like, well, next live. Yes, if y'all are just tuning in, please hit the like. I'm ready for your questions when you're ready to type. Oh, that's okay. I don't mind, just as long as you're good. So that's how it works for anyone who's watching. If a payment comes, I do have baby in the house, things like that. And so if you do a payment and the live cuts off for whatever reason, YouTube, the baby, or you have to click off, the next live I'll do your reading, okay? If you've already sent the payment in. So don't worry about that. Okay, for Ellie, I'd like to ask whether it will be a good idea for me to stay in Ireland or to move back to England. All right. Should Ellie stay in Ireland or move back to England? Whoop, that was quick. That's so funny too, because when I was ready to do your reading, the Six of Swords popped out. We have the Ten of Cups. Tell her US. Ace of Wands. I don't know if it's a good idea to move to the US right now. Page of Cups reversed. Let's see. Justice reversed. Judgment. Magician reversed. And the Eight of Swords reversed. Yes, so this, I would say moving, because it's showing that there's not happiness where you're staying at. It looks like maybe go back to where you would have family or more friends and be able to connect, because it looks like you're not enjoying it's like you took off with the Ace of Wands, but then you're not happy with it. How many major arcana? I know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards out of 7. Yes, so it's kind of like not on Mercury retrograde. The spirit cards, the Magician reverse, which is the card of Mercury. Although, if you're moving back to somewhere you've already been, that's a trick that Mercury's good at. If you're healing something or going back to an old job, work situation, or whatever, that works. But yes, yeah, it looks like a little reverse. You know when they do reverse the tape and it's like. It's almost like you want to be like, erase, erase, this never happened. So I'm seeing you going back to England because it doesn't look like you're happy in Ireland. It doesn't look like it's serving you any kind of karmic purpose or reason. You could have had some negative karma that you wanted to resolve by going there in some way. But yeah, but it's saying, use your judgment call. It's your lifetime. Where do you want to use your energy? Where do you want to be? What do you want to accomplish? I feel like happiness for you lies elsewhere, though. And we have the Eight of Swords reversed. You have to come out of fear, though, to make that decision. But with the Page of Cups reversed, the Page of Cups can find the beauty in everything, but she's feeling very discontent. And even she's like, okay, this isn't a good vibe. I don't feel inspired here. It doesn't feel like it's in the right balance for me. You might feel like maybe you're searching for your partner and that they're not there. You're not going to find them there in that country. Yes, I thought as much. I'm so unhappy right now where I am. Yes, you just feel like the magic's gone, the inspiration, the sparkle, all the things that are like the juicy parts of life are drained. But I do see you being very happy going back to England. And definitely by fall, it looks like you would be there and you just feel like just in your zone. Like you just feel more in your zone. And we have the Three of Cups and on the bottom of the deck here. So I think you'll get the money to go and do it because with the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups reversed, also I think it's hard when you don't feel like you have support close at hand with you, with friends and things. So you need to be back around like familiar settings with people that would connect with you more. And I think you'll be getting the money that you need to make the move if that's been a concern. So definitely England. Yes, I'm saving and hoping September, October. Perfect. That's what it looks like. Yep, sounds good. You are so welcome. Could be during Scorpio season, which would be, yeah, the middle or the end of October. Yay. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Yay. All for clarity. Please hit the like if you're just joining the video. All right, does Christina have her question ready? No, okay, that's fine, that's fine. We can chat around. Yes, what more? I've been feeling silly myself too. Floating around, huh? That's how I feel. Okay, I want to grab one of these. Hopefully my cord, oh, it's long. Okay, go over here and grab this. All sorts of off. I feel that. Okay, for those who have liked or commented only on this video, we will do a general card pull. Look, I make time to recharge my battery. The world needs my energetic light. That's a lot with the last general we did too, with that balancing Taurus and Pisces energy. Having both those signs in your chart, it can just make you want to relax and just stay in your house and be fed grapes and chocolate. Hedonistic energy, like I can do my whole lifetime that I need to do right here in my subconscious. There, I solved all my karmic problems. Feed me. Right? We don't want to go out. We can lose energy. So this is about conserving our energy and using it in the right way. Yes, very fitting, huh? I can think my way out of fear. So there are some things that sometimes we don't have to be out rushing about and doing something in the world, or it doesn't have to be an external change or growth to to be accomplishing something. I feel like that too, like as an entrepreneur, we can't just say, oh, I'm at work right now. Even though we're working 24/7, we can feel like we're not doing anything at all because we don't have the sign to show someone, oh yeah, I clocked in or whatever it is. You have panic attacks, yes. Dollar bills, yeah. Just like you think yourself into fear, yes. Strawberries, yes. Um, and so this is saying to take time. And you know what? I think that our bodies really do speak through like panic attacks and stuff when they're like, no, excuse me, we have some trauma or we have some things we need to release or we're too stressed. Like, no, we're not doing this. I feel like it's when it's kind of, again, Taurus and Pisces with that last general reading, it's like the root chakra and the crown chakra. When instead of being imbalanced on the chakras, they're clashing with each other. And they're like, look, unless you sit down and get us in alignment with each other, like it's not going to be good. You're not going to be able to function trying to rush yourself into work, trying to go do all this busy work and errands and stuff. The bottom of the deck is the qualities I dislike in others are disowned parts of my shadow. And I feel like this is the energy coming from others actually. So when others are, well, it can go both ways depending on who's watching, who has liked and watched the video. But yes, people, there's this thing that people resent others who are more free than they are, because it's scary, because it's terrifying to them, because even sometimes out of wanting the other person to be safe. I know growing up in abusive situations as a child that sometimes you want another person to just stop growing or expressing or something because you're afraid of the danger that comes towards them and how they can get in trouble or hurt because they are expanding and trying to get out of a situation, right? It can be this this kind of fight or flight mode thing where it's like, no, shrink, stop, don't do that, don't be different. And which is why now I'm like, all break all barriers, like nobody live in that fear, nobody do that. I honor our processes, of course, but I want to hold space so that none of us have to live in that terror and that fear, literally caged like the migrant children or in boxes by society or whatever it is. And so it's just important for us to remember that when, even when we're dealing with people that we can't change, is that sometimes we are living in fear and we're having panic attacks around certain people because of the fear that they're projecting, because they haven't decolonized, because they haven't come out of that yet. And that's why it's so hard to shine our energy around them, light or dark. I don't like how dark is villainized in spiritual terms, but our energy, it's hard for us to exist around certain people, and it's because of, you know, people not being able to accept that they can be free, that they can allow others to be free, and that it doesn't take away from each other. I would say research. A big thing to do to help is to actively do it ourselves, to research and look it up. Hashtags and finding platforms that speak out on it in different groups. I definitely look on Insta a lot. Always keep, like I said, hashtags are magical incantations. They help us have visibility. If we make something trend, no matter what it freaking is, the whole world will see it. So no matter how much you're tired of seeing it, like try to get rid of all that I'm an empath, spiritual bypassing BS. Like I'm a 12th house person. I have 12th house planets. I have Neptune dominance. I'm water dominant. I'm a Pisces. I get sensitivity, but we have to, true love says we have to also be active with our compassion, right? Passions and compassion. So yeah, definitely keep your voice going, whatever platform. If you don't have a platform to speak on things in the world, build yourself one. Build, like, it's funny when sometimes people of privilege will inbox me and say, oh, you need to speak on this. And I'm like, I'm a very marginalized person. I build up my platform out of, it takes a lot out of me, which is why sometimes I have to recuperate. There's a lot of PTSD and traumas, you know, but I'm going to keep speaking. But we want to make sure that everyone's doing the work, because sometimes I get that reaction a lot where I'll just have someone not really try and research it or anything. They're just like, feed me what I should do. And if I just did a post on this on my Instagram, and if they don't, or on the story, and if you don't spoon feed them what to do, I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but I was literally just thinking about this earlier. If you don't spoon feed them what to do, then they don't do anything. And it's, well, never mind then, I was going to help. So especially if you're a person of privilege, and you know what, let me be real, let's go there. If you're a person of privilege, all right, if you're white, use your body, because think of it this way. If we're trying to get migrant children out of cages, if we're trying to do anything, y'all can click off if you want to, but I'm going to be real. White bodies are safer because you are valued more in the system of white supremacy that most of our countries are under. If I take my daughter who is Afro-Indigenous but who can pass as a migrant child, as a single parent out there on the front lines, that is not safe for us. I've been on the front lines. Abusive things happen to us, all right? You know, just we can't even get the mail nowadays being black out here without getting shot, okay? Standing Rock, you saw what happened. So if people in Glastonbury want to go and set up teepees and pretend they're fairies, they get speeches about how they're such good people and so enlightened. But if we do that on reses, Indigenous people and people supporting them, we got tanks at us, right? We have mercenaries who come in and purposely, there's man camps that take women of color. There's, especially Indigenous women, there's assaults that happen. It's bad. And if you really want to know what it takes to get this freedom, and what usually happens when there are issues of crisis is everyone waits until the most marginalized communities stand up and get the freedom for them, right? Pride, it was transgender, black, and Latina women that started that by rioting at the police and throwing a brick, okay? Things of that nature. And so everyone waits until the most marginalized groups who are already so brutalized risk their lives at all costs before they go and they help. And so what you can do is take that pressure off, help us. If a bunch of us march down to get those kids out, we're going to get shot up. We're going to get killed, period. We're going to get arrested. We're going to get our children taken away. And who's going to help with us? This is the truth. So put your bodies out there. Help us. You know, go to the front of movements, not to get the attention and stuff like has happened and is very messy, but put your bodies out there, because if you're with us, people will pay attention. So I'm irate at white feminist groups who don't care that there are young mothers with children that are in the camps, the concentration camps, being held, migrant children that are vomiting and having diarrhea and not being taken care of. Like, what about them? Do they not count because they're not helping your movement? You know, suddenly they don't count. I'm looking at all of the white tarot readers, witches, everyone who are constantly talking about their womb, their children, enlightenment, da 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 da. Silence, 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 silence. All genders and children being raped in the streets in Sudan. Silence, silence, silence. So what you can do is keep talking about it. Leverage also your business, leverage your security to go out there, because you are safer in this world than we are. And I'm very intense about this because I've been thinking about it and it's been eating me up for weeks. And if y'all help, then we can make some changes, because the whole world, we are all programmed to protect you. That's the truth. All of everything we go through is for your privilege and your safety. We get some of that in a trickle-down effect, but that's not for us. So if you can get, you know, all them pussy hats, what is it, the pink pussy hats and all that, women's revolution and all that, you know, and come out on the streets and help us do a march. Because when black people march, what happens? They say it's a riot and they shoot us. When Indigenous people, what happens? Again, tanks, military, whatever. So it's also the opinions that are whispered in quiet rooms, right? You have to stand up for it when your family is talking shit. You have to be willing to look at it. Don't look away. Do the work. Trend. Make it trend. Follow it. Follow these pages. Put the voices of the people who are speaking up on, you know, put them on the pedestal. Let them speak. Humanize people. There was like pictures going around of that migrant father and his child dead, like just going around like they're nothing. And then people making political cartoons, making Trump's body, like standing over them, saying horrible things. We're human. Like there's actual human babies. Like I cry almost every freaking night because I'm looking at my child who looks just like those children. And I'm so shook. Like, I'm so shook. So, and to be honest, I was telling my friend, if we took a migrant child who was white passing and, like, blonde hair, blue eye, because people of color come in all different shades. If we found a migrant child who was white passing and put a video on it, they would go and free that child. Or if it was dogs that were in the cages right now, they would be free. But tiny little children, like, are they getting like, every time I bought my daughter shoes, and I was freaking crying because my daughter's wearing shoes and there's a migrant child who's dead because of the US, who's excited to have her first pair of new shoes. So people, this is negative. I don't want to hear it. Oh, this is lowering my vibration. No, what is low is a vibration that can't care about other people in a way to actually do something. And yes, it's hard, but the rest of us can't look away. So that's what I say. I'll just stop there because I could go on all day about the whole systemic of it and everything. You have to leverage your privilege in every way. So let me go and look at the comments here. Yeah, don't share pictures like that, because the thing is, why do we have to die to make people of privilege feel? We shouldn't have to post a picture of us in pain or dead to prove that we're human, right? Yeah, it does need to be heard, because basically whatever we're doing right now is what you would be doing in Nazi Germany. So I can't believe that there's going to be fucking fireworks on the 4th of July. Like, I'm really going to have a hard time holding anybody in respect who's out here. Like, yeah. Like, can you imagine that? Hearing, oh yeah, and during the Holocaust, while children were in cages and dying of typhus and all this stuff from the filthy concentration camps, the German people went and celebrated National Pride Day with fireworks and barbecues and coordinated their outfits to their Bath and Body Works candles. Like, what the hell? That's now. That's history. That's who we are right now. Whatever we're doing right now is our legacy. So, I mean, I'm just trying to save y'all some karma. Not y'all, but everyone, y'all. Because you're gonna have to, like, I do think we have to meet the spirits of people that we could have helped and we didn't. When we have knowledge of that, and we have to say we carry that. Because our spirits are caring. Spirits are very pure. And so we want to make up for that when we miss something with someone, and we're like, damn, that was screwed up. Like, I messed that incarnation up. So keep eyes on things. Don't let them slip underground. That's why I put the hashtags right here on the video. And if someone's watching and hate watching and stuff like people do, or if you're watching and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so angry you're talking about this, then you're not the kind of person for this channel. I hope that you get to the point spiritually that you work on yourself, that you can be truly heart-centered and caring. I had someone go off on me on a video and tell me I was being throat chakra centered and not heart-centered and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, are you kidding me? Anyone who's trying to silence when someone's talking about, victims and people who are in pain, you're the bully if you're trying to silence that. So yeah, everyone's saying, oh, you're pro-life, but look at these children. But for me, I'm like, we know that they're bigots and they're closed-minded. I'm more mad at all of the pro-choice feminists out here who are all like, oh, women and children and this and that, and make sure everyone's taken care of, and they ain't doing shit to help these children. I'm more mad about that, because we know the bigots are bigots. Like, we need to be getting them out of here, right? I'm more mad at the people who are supposedly woke, who aren't doing shit. honestly, if a person of privilege is not talking about this, that's in the tarot spiritual community, I'm not following them. I'm not supporting them. I'm not subscribing. I'm more understanding when it comes to marginalized communities because it's so freaking hard just to live and survive. Like, that's all we have in our face is worrying about our safety 24/7. So I get it sometimes. But like people that are in like a position of, not that you don't ever go through anything, of course, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? So Christiana, I'm starting floral Bach therapy. I've been studying the different flowers to pick the best combinations for my healing. I would like to know if the ones I picked are good and what effects will surge. Okay. Hi, Christine. We always have everyone with the Chris names. Oh, wow. Hey, caught you on my lunch break. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everyone tuning in on lunch and during your busy day. I was sounding off about being more active when it comes to, I mean, the word's activism, but we just call it protecting, like, you know, being a protector of the earth, being a protector of the children, being a protector of good values, you know, like, I mean, like actual human morals and human decency. So, oh, today the Warani, I'll spell their name in the chat. They are an indigenous tribe in the Amazon, and they're going up about against the government. They've already gotten some clearance to protect, like, I think it's like 23 million acres or something. But follow them. They're going to the courts again they're just fighting for these rights, because if the Amazon's gone, we're all shit out of luck, you know. And so it's like a small percentage indigenous people that are protecting all the biodiversity for the whole damn planet. That's all of our children and our lives. So also please keep eyes on them. You can follow that hashtag with the Warani or Warani resistance. Yes. We just have to, it's so simple too in those ways. Just keep sights on it. Don't let the world pretend that we don't see it. If we make it trend, the world has to look at it. Also call your representatives. I talked about that in another thing. Sometimes they don't really care, sometimes they do, but it's about the noise. It's about the volume. It's about doing it over and over again. And it's about the fact that one of our opinions usually represents thousands of our opinions. And ask them to send you, either mail you or email you a response, because you can post that online and that gets more reaction, because then people are like, oh, like I did that with Chuck Grassley, who's one of our representatives. I have a few more that are supposed to answer. I called them. I tell them, what are we doing about Sudan? Like, we have Sudanese refugees in this city. Like, I need a response. I need you guys to be doing something. So put pressure on them. There are representatives. I'm going to email you an answer to mine. Can you give me a reading on her? Yes. Okay. And so, Christiana, you were asking for a reading, right? For that, not just like opinion. I'm pretty sure that was, you want me to pull cards? Good. Call your rep. Exactly. And you know what? Even if you're out of the country or something, call our reps. Like, I do that. I'll call if something's going on in a different country, different state, because I let them know I'm in this state and I'm pissed and I see what you're doing. And I see what, like when there's like the police shootings and stuff, I'll call the Phoenix police department, and I don't let them talk over you. In those cases, they might be rude. Usually representative offices, they're not. They're very professional, and it's very quick, so you don't have to worry or be nervous. If you're calling like the police departments for answers, yeah, they'll be jerks a lot of times. If, you know, and they'll try to just be like, oh, we're not answering this and that. So I let them know, you're going to talk to me respectfully. I'm letting you know that we the people are not okay with this, and we're going to be watching this, and we want answers, that kind of thing. So it's just about, you know, being a crowd and letting them know you guys aren't just over there running things. Yes, you can send it to that email. Like, we're watching and you better treat us right. So protect each other. Yes, yes, divine rebels. Now you see why that's our name, huh? Okay, there we go. Yes, yes. I'm going to pull a tarot card for those who are participating, who have liked the video or chatted. The Page of Cups. See, we're still sweet. being being angry about the right things doesn't take away any of your sweetness, any of your goodness, any of your preciousness. Adds to it to have a loving heart. And I love that. I do see the ancestors near for people watching, the good ancestors. And that's what we want. We want our good ancestors that are healed, that are helping us move through these issues that are going around and joining in with us. So I definitely see a lot of good spiritual energy around those who are working to be a good person spiritually. There's definitely a lot of guides, angels. So beautiful. I love it. Especially if you're connecting with water or more watery, like emotions, spiritual things. Some of you are going to be going, I'm seeing palm trees, and I've never noticed that palm tree before. So some of you might be about to travel. West Coast, somewhere with palm trees. Actually, palm trees are not indigenous here. They were imported. Could be Florida, California. I don't know. They have palm trees everywhere. A lot of places in the world. Be mad about the right things doesn't make you less sweet. That's right. Yes, but she's just so sweet. Just like such, like all the water speaks to her. That's important. Connect with the water. Bless the water. Pray with the water. Water is life. No pipelines. Okay. Christiana, okay, so you do want me to read and you paid already. Okay, so let me ask the question. Because I was like, I don't really work with box, so I think this is a tarot question. I work with flower energy a lot, but not with the box system. So, okay, so for Christiana, Christiana would like to know if the Bach flower remedies, the different flowers that, okay, let me get this right. Studying different flowers to pick the best combinations for my healing. Okay, so Christiana would like to know if the flowers they picked are good and what effects will surge. Okay, we have the Emperor. That's so funny because I just heard Bossy by Khalees. Do you guys know that song? I'm bossy. The Ten of Swords. There are some spicy flowers out there. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. The Six of Swords. The Lovers. The Wheel of Fortune. I definitely see some travel for you too. And the King of Cups. Okay. It is an interesting mix. I like it. Overall, it's a good blend. It's a good blend. You're going to get a lot tougher in certain ways. Let me drop the chat down in case you're speaking. Oh, there we go. You love that song. Good. Yes. Hi, Nubuntu. Thank you, thank you. Summer vibes. Yes, we do have summer vibes. 8 months of summer, so no complaints. That's awesome. Yes, Cancer season ends around usually like July, between July 20th, 21st, 22nd, right around there, depending on the year. Yes, okay, so for this reading, for your flower essences, I see you becoming more feisty. It's going to give you strong boundaries, get up and go. It's going to make you not take any, like you're not going to be taking bullshit when it comes to relationships or anything of that nature. You're going to be like, I want what I want. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Are you on board with me or not? Very intense energy. We have Aries, Aquarius, Gemini energy. And if you've been having a hang up on like a soulmate who hasn't been showing up or that's been hit or miss, I feel you actually releasing that and moving forward to a new relationship and partnership. Yeah, there could be some weight loss that comes in here. I'm seeing some dropping of weight or letting go of some physical inhibitions that you've had. You could also have some finances coming through and helping you to move. I definitely see move or travel coming up. So I think this is going to inspire, like the energy changes this inspires in you is really going to make a lot of shifts in you. And it's going to kind of, it's almost like it snaps you. You know, when you go to the chiropractor and you get your back snapped and you're like, oh, there we go. That's where everything's supposed to be. And it's like in alignment, right? It puts you into alignment. There's an aligning that's going to happen where it's like this, you know what? Like, it's like kind of like YOLO, but maybe we, you know, we believe in incarnation, but it's like I only have this incarnation once, maybe instead of I only live once. I'm only gonna have this incarnation once. And so it's like, let me get up and go and handle my life. I see you cutting cords and cutting a lot of energies. I definitely do see somebody being cut off that has been a strong fixture in your life, and it looks romantic. There could also be cutting cords with father figure kind of energy in your life that there's been some unresolved things about. I really see you completely leaving whatever these hangups have been that are kind of old cycles that you always go back to or always seem to be brought back up with you. We're going to be moving forward because we have the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. If physical things have been in the way, finances, location, possessions, a house or something, that's not going to, it's going to become a non-issue, okay? It's going to go away in some way, or you're just not going to feel like you're going to have that click where you're why am I letting a job keep me miserable? Or why am I letting this, this connection to this house or something? Why am I feeling like I can't, you're too skinny already? Okay, well, you might want to, I don't know, Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, that does look like weight loss, or it might keep you at the loss of weight and be a little bit difficult for you to gain then. So that could be one side of it, but it does look like that. But yeah, if you've been having things that are holding you back, that are like physical, financial things that seemed like practical reasons to not move forward in your life, you're suddenly going to have these aha moments where you're like, why am I doing that? Like, I need to move on and have happiness. And that's more important than me being afraid to leave this city, or me being afraid to, spend this money or whatever it is in that kind of way. But I do see you going out and about more, hitting the road, and it's good though, because I see you moving towards a relationship or towards partnerships that are very honoring and safe and respectful. I think you're definitely going to be done with disrespect, period. Like, period, point blank, done with it. You might become a lot saltier, like have some salty comebacks if people try you. Yeah, but I also see you becoming more compassionate and open-hearted. I see you having more time and space to help others with their cares and their concerns, and really be there with them on their process of, when they need a friend, having more intimate connections and relationships with people. So there's a lot that this is going to shift with you. They do seem like opposing energies in some ways, but they're going to work together harmoniously. Yes. Just recall you said my application for funding would come through during Cancer season, so keeping things aligned. Yes. Maybe you lift weights. Yes. Hey, Selna. How does the live reading work? If you would like a reading, send in $8 to either the Cash App or the PayPal that is linked down in the description box. And then you can drop comment that you paid and what your question is, and I'll do your reading. Strength training could be good. With the Emperor here, yes, that could be a way to build up your body, absolutely. I do feel like you'll come out balanced with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers here. I think you'll become, and there's safety here. There's safe energy. So if you need to do something to help regulate that, yes. And I think weight training would be a good way to do it. Yes. Okay, email from Christina. Ancestor reading. Can see the similarities, huh? Wow. Let's see. Oh, you have such pretty eyes. This ancestor definitely has a like don't F with me vibe. Let's see. Okay. We're getting the wheel not the wheel, the world, chariot. It's so funny because I get like close your eyes. Like I feel like this ancestor could do a stare down with anyone. Like they were just, I don't know if they had Scorpio in their chart. Like Scorpio risings can be like that where they like to have like stare down competitions with people. Like I'm not gonna look away. They're like at the end. I feel like this ancestor's been with you since you were younger. Yes, they've been there. They're just so formidable. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me go back to the questions. She looks like your mom with me. She resonates hard with me. Um, Good. I'm glad you like it. Yes, water themed stones, definitely. Yes, this ancestor's definitely been there since you were little. There, I mean, hard ass is the way to say it. That's the energy that comes through. Like it packs a punch. Like you don't mess with me. If I don't know you, don't talk to me. I have my goals. Are you in the way of them? Because I will ride over your foot. Like that's the vibe. Like I've been through a lot. Like don't come for me. Like I feel like that's the kind of language this ancestor would relate to, right? The world card here with the chariot, there could be some Capricorn energy, but it is like eyes on the goals, eyes on the prize. You know, once I get my mind to something, that's what I move towards. Once you have a goal, this ancestor's like, okay, hone in. They're not going to let you get tied up in any extracurricular. They are sensitive to you. They will be compassionate for them to a certain extent if you are having dark nights of the soul and stuff, but they're the ones that are kind of like, I feel like they're very physical. So if something falls or something gets knocked over or you're like, dang, did someone just push me over? Like, damn, this would be them. Very intense. And so after a certain part, they're like, okay, are we done crying yet? Because I told you that person was crap. So can we move on? They have a very intense kind of vibe because they're like, that's their focus on it. Once you get a goal and you ask something of your ancestors, that's all this ancestor's focusing on, period. They're like, life is depressing, life is hard, people talk shit, we know it. So are we gonna cry about it or are we gonna go out there and handle business? Is the vibe that they have. Sounds like your mom. They passed that down. Did they? Hi 37. Yes, it's just so like they get hype, they get focused, it's like that hard jaw, teeth set on edge. Let's do it, period. You know, they're the kind of person, get out the kitchen when I'm cooking. Like, don't distract me, don't touch anything, stay out my business. And so they can really put that pressure on you. I think they try to be understanding sometimes, again, at least in their own way, when they're being a little bit that's too much for you. She married outside of traditional beliefs. I don't really see her caring about tradition necessarily. I just see, I think this person did what they wanted. If it suited them to work within the system, they would. If they didn't feel like it, they would play outside the lines as much as they wanted. Yeah, there is an openness to the rest of the world and other things going on, so I could see that. But this person pretty much wanted to play by their own rules, like, period. Yes. Loving the channel, sending love from Nepal. Aw, thank you so much, Selna. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, Thank you for stopping by the live. Yes. Yes. So, this ancestor's definitely with you when you're feeling discouraged, when you're having, like, this is the one, okay, let's pull you up by your bootstraps now. It's reminding me of, I don't know if you guys have ever seen P.S. I Love You. So spoiler, it's in the trailer, the husband dies, and then the husband's written letters because he knew he was going to pass away. He's written letters to the wife of things to help her get through his passing. And at one point, it's Hilary Swank is the actress. She's been holed up in her house forever, and like her family has to come and like make her come and like take a shower and get up and like clean your house and act like you're still alive, like that kind of thing. So this is that ancestor that would go in to do that boot camp kind of work with you when you're in the trenches. And when you're just talking about the movie, yes, I was feeling that. I was like, I bet someone just watched it or was just talking about it. Yes. This is that ancestor that's like, come on, we're going to get back to it. There is a world travel kind of feel, or they might really want you to expand your boundaries or to take advantage of the opportunities you have that they didn't have, because they were an opportunity creator. They're kind of an opportunist as well. Like they would, whatever they got to do, if they could do it, they would, to reach their goals. So that's their vibe, but they've definitely been with you since you were young. Yes. You're welcome. Christine says, just want to know what my new moon manifestations will bring me. I plan to do some candle work to bring in new committed love, and some financial abundance. Wanted to see if it will work or if I need to switch it up. Sounds good. Sounds good. Love it. Tarot's great to check in with our practices. $8 is one question. Yes. So yes, if you would like to do one, we can. I might not be able to invoice though, because I've been having problems with my PayPal trying to invoice people. They're driving me crazy. I was on the phone with them and they still didn't resolve it. So I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, so for Christine, what will the new moon manifestations bring them? What will their new moon manifestations bring them? Okay. We have 10 of Cups reversed. We have 5 of Swords reversed. We have the Seeker of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. We have the 10 of Wands reversed. And the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords. Well, we can try. I'm just letting you know that it might not work with the You're gonna pay for one more. Go ahead. Yes, it might not work during the invoice, but I'll try if you want. Yes, I have time right now. Baby is sleeping. She's tuckered out with her growth spurt. So, yes. Okay. So what you are bringing in, I'm seeing that candle magic pop in. I'm seeing your intention there. I'm seeing you growing and learning in your magical work. It's almost like, remember that your sleep can be just as precious and just as important to your manifestation as being awake and kind of, sometimes we get overwhelmed with our thoughts and we're like, oh no, I just contradicted my manifestation. Oh no, I thought negative. And then we're just like back and forth in our heads the entire time instead of just letting our thoughts be fluid. And so the key to it is, we're going to have thoughts that suck sometimes, but let them flow out, because those aren't us. What we want to grab onto is the ones that are us and repeat those. So if something negative enters your mind, we release it and we consciously choose a positive opinion and we let that energy go, instead of feeling like, oh no, I messed it up, or these people are in the house, so their energy ruined my manifestation. Sometimes that can happen. You'll find out, this person's blocking your blessings. But in this case, it's showing that there's that other people's ideas of success and manifestation are a little bit too much in your mind and in your head, and it's thrown off your game a bit. So it's saying, get unburdened before you do this work, because this is all about feeling very burdened, stressful, insomnia, all this kind of thing. So 4 swords are like, first of all, you could do more manifesting by just sleeping. and letting yourself get truly rested, showing that you know you deserve the good life. Because usually, when do we think we deserve to rest? When we're finally rich, right? When we're finally loved, and then we have an excuse to stay in on a Saturday morning or a Monday morning and call out of work. It's always when someone else has told us that we deserve it and we've proved it that we think we deserve rest. Rest is abundance. Rest is love. You should follow on Instagram. It's called the Nap Ministry or the Nap Minister, and she talks about this all the time about, how this like colonized world will really make us think that we can't rest, and that's part of our money, right? That's part of our abundance. That's part of our life and our experience. We don't nap as families anymore. We don't have like siestas and things. Even when we work the fields and stuff, like when tilling the land back in the day before we went and worked for other people, it was like you would go and you would have certain times you eat, you rest, you take a nap or something. There's things in cycles. So that's really big here. Sleep more. Hi, Angel Whispers. Yes. The reversals make you nervous. Yes. So, because otherwise the energy is good. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands here, that looks good for moving forward in your life. That looks good for business. It looks good for romance. You might, I think, internally have the idea that those two things can't coexist together and that you have to pick one because they're moving in opposite directions versus if I had drawn them this way, they would be moving towards each other. So I think that's important to check is to sit with, if you're feeling like you have to choose love or business, love or travel, that kind of thing. And so this is a good check-in to do before we do any magical workings or manifestation. Where's my headspace in? Where do I need to better regulate? Because the more we fine tune, the clearer, more intense our manifestations. Also, I think that you manifest a lot in your dream space. In your dream time, and that's when your ancestors come through. So when we go to sleep, our mind takes whatever we're thinking and puts it into long-term memory. Don't think about your ex, don't think about your worries, don't think about your troubles before you go to sleep. I know it's hard, easier said than done, right? It's hard not to. Try to think about, envision, think of as if you're cultivating your dreams. You're an architect of the dream you're going to have. Get into the manifestation, the fantasy of what you are going to be achieving, feel it as real, and sink into your sleep doing that. Especially Cancer is really connected to dreams, and it's connected to the Akashic Records, actually the fourth house. So that will be a good way for you to go in and manifest actually creating in the astral realm, in the dreamtime realm. But I think your workings will do good if you just take these advice, get your energy and your mind clear on it, and just keep learning and growing in there. But it's more about energy management. Yeah. Yes. 111. Nice. It's 1212 over here. Holla. Okay, so Christina sent one and Angel Whisper sent one. Are you ready with your Christina? Are you ready with your answer, Christina? Because I think you sent yours first. Please like everyone coming in. Like the video. You're so welcome. Yes, big up to everyone doing their spells. Angel can go first. Okay, Angel's question. And did you still want to try Ubuntu? All right, let me know your question, Angel, if you don't mind. Oh, people getting nostalgic with Cancer season over here. 6 of Cups popping out. Nostalgic. Getting that baby bug. Baby's so active now. If you notice, Baby Magic, I haven't had awake or at least in the room for a lot of the videos lately because she's so active. She's climbing and everything. But she is in the background if you watch the second video I just uploaded. Which one was it? It's above me video. She's in the background of that one. Okay, Angel's Whispers. Does my Virgo crush from work have a crush on me, and how should I handle the situation? How much time will my next live be from now? Probably several hours. Yep, several hours. Okay, does Virgo crush from work have a crush on Angel Whispers? We had two cards jump out. Does, oop, I know, that's why I said soft hearted is so cute. I love it. It's totally the energy of today. Oh, this Virgo gonna be difficult on us. You know how they do. I swear, trying to get with someone who has Virgo placements, right? Yes, I'll probably go in a few hours after this. And then I'll go live, and then I'll probably do a late one because I haven't done one of those in a while. We have Six of Pentacles. We have Two of Swords. Full reverse. I just heard won't catch me slipping. Like, man, these Virgos, I tell you, they do the most. Four of Swords reverse. They're so afraid of like getting caught up or loving someone before they're loved or something, or being out of control. We have the Magician reverse. We have the Hangman reverse. And the Three of Pentacles reverse. Child, this Virgo here. Okay. We're not that difficult defending the Virgos or children. Of course, you know what? I have this horrible knack. It's like I was telling my fellow Pisces nephews that I think the universe likes to channel like shade through Pisces, because we'll not, like, unintentionally, we'll be in a vibe and be like, da 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 da, here's an insight. And everyone in the room will be that astrological sign. We're like, damn, you really have me messed up, ancestors, telling me to say that right now. Yes, I'm like, Virgo, we try to love you. Can you let us love you? Y'all have to check out the astrology meme page I have, astrology meme by an astrologer. And I had this one meme where it was like this whole long contract. This person was looking through these glasses. And I put like, when you're trying to love, like trying to get through the contract that Virgo's written, just be like, damn, where's the part that we can just love each other? But it's better than that because it's like in meme form. So... All right, but that's basically it right here. This person is like, I feel like they have the similar feelings because we have the Six of Pentacles here, but they got the Two of Swords. So they have similar feelings, but they're not trying to make the first move. They feel like they've already made some big move because this person's already stepping over like the gap of this cliff. So they probably just looked at you one time and they're like, see, I made the move. And they didn't even take that bait. Now I'll never look at them again. Like, they're dramatic. They're just, they're very dramatic. They might have Libra, they might have Libra in their chart. We have the Fool reverse. So yes, they're not trying to take no wooden nickels. They're not trying to, you know, be caught up. Fool me once, fool me twice. They're like, how about fool me never? How about that? No one says that quote. Four of Swords reverse. They're trying to go in eyes open. At the same time, of course, in traditional fashion, they're blinding themselves by being overly cautious and not getting close enough to kind of see what everything's about. We have the Four of Cups reverse. They're missing an opportunity. And the Magician reverse, they're not showing all their goods either. They're not, you know, kind of popping their own collar, putting themselves out there because they're afraid to be on the market. They're afraid of criticism coming back at them. So you might have to make the first move. Spirit's like, hey man, reverse. You're gonna have to do something, because this person is gonna stay in their head. They think that they've shown that they have similar attraction, but they're not gonna mess up work. They're not gonna embarrass themselves. They're not trying to fall on their face over here. They're heels over head, but not head over heels yet. So there's attraction, but they're not moving forward. We are not that dramatic. Oh my God, yes you are. Look, I was raised by Virgos. Everyone in my family's a Virgo. Virgos always pick me. Virgos literally will be like, you're going to be my friend. I've had so many Virgo friends. Siblings are Virgos. My last ex was a Virgo. I think most of the people I've dated have either Virgo or Gemini in their chart. Look, I'm telling you. Virgos love me, and that's why I know the true tea on them. Because usually they come to me, to Pisces. That's the Virgo-Pisces relationship, because we're, I think, one of the few signs when you get to your polar opposite. There's this really sweet spot between Virgo and Pisces when we start balancing each other out, and where Virgos finally truly open up in a really deep way and are vulnerable and start showing their creative side and their internal process and their spiritual, you know, not in an outer world side, but that inner core. And so I've seen that side of that rare glimpse of Virgo a lot. So I know all the sides of Virgo. So that's why I'll joke with Virgos, because I think Virgos miss so many opportunities to be loved and to be appreciated and to accept love from other people, because they're so terrified of that sensitive center and someone hurting, and they kind of weaponize themselves sometimes. But yeah, I really love that sweet spot. The last time I did look at look at him back a couple times. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am cracking up. My son is a Virgo 0909. My nephew is a Virgo 090909. Sure is. Yep, all my family is Virgo and Libra, so I can tell you about Virgo and Libra till the cows come home. They can't hide nothing from me. Scorpios too. You can't with the Virgo shade, but Truth Talk, we are defensive. The pain goes deep. Childhood trauma doesn't help. We're mercurial cell. Yes, I almost died. Stay alive, defibrillator. Yes, and so you have Pisces energy here, so you have to find that sweet spot. Plus, remember, Virgo rules work. So Virgos ain't trying to mess up they love a workplace fantasy. Let's talk about it. But they love that. They love a workplace fantasy, but actually doing it and messing up their money, psh, child, come on now. They ain't trying to risk all that, and they don't even know if you're going to like them. They have to worry about rejection and if they smell good and all these other Virgo things on top of you might mess up their money if this doesn't go right. He's really into work. Seriously. Yep. So, but the good way to get his attention is just through work. Like, you can show good values. Values that Virgos really champion are ones that you can show through the workplace. So it's so funny. It can be so weird if you are like an Aries, or you're someone who the things that you look for are like very gallant and dramatic and stuff. But Virgos look for like consistency, attention to detail. Are you a good team player? Like, do you show up every day? Things of that nature are what Virgos like to see, to value if you are a caring person, if you would do the work in a relationship, things of that. So you're a Taurus. Okay, that's good. So you can sync up that way. Yeah, so go Earth sign on them. That's why you got the Six of Pentacles. Go Earth sign on them. Taurus, when you guys set your mind to someone, you're going to get them, because you're just too stubborn. You just take over their whole energy field. You're like, boom, I'm here. Look over there. There's Taurus. On the horse, there's Taurus. Like that Old Spice commercial. And that's why you were staring back. Taurus be every time someone's like, this person's staring at me, they won't stop. I think they like me. I'm like, Scorpio or Taurus. And they always are. They're always a Scorpio or Taurus, or have strong Scorpio and Taurus in their chart. Yes. Hi, Taj. Good morning. You paid. It's 12:22, 222. And there's 12 watching. Hit the like, please. Yes. Also Earth Child, but I think you stand a good chance. Yeah. Stare him down. You just have to keep at Virgo and keep convincing them that you're here to stay. You're not getting rid of me. I'm going to be involved in all your day-to-day stuff. I'm going to still love you even when you feel like you're looking messed up or you make a mistake. It's not the end of the world. We're not going to die because I saw one little tiny flaw in your character. Like, you just have to stick with them like that. And you also have to just kind of blow off when they're overly anxious sometimes, and just be super chill. And it's fine. We're not dead. Did we die? No, we're okay. We're going to be fine. Hi, 37. Yes, if you'd like to send in $8 to the Cash App, or to to the shade, or to the PayPal. That was love, though. That's what it takes to love a Virgo. You do. Yes, if you'd like to send in the payment, then you can go ahead and comment when you've paid. You know what, though? Virgo throws shade probably the most of anybody. Let's tell the tea, okay? And they're like, that wasn't shade, that was just common sense. That was just an opinion. You're gonna let your friend ask a question. Okay. Let's see. Wasn't okay. So Christine, is she gonna ask your question instead of you, or are you both gonna ask a question? We do, and we do it really well because we do it with grace. You let them know you're definitely here to stay. She's going to ask instead of me. Okay. I'm like, depending on if you're on the receiving end of it, if it's graceful, that's Libras too. Libras are more backhanded compliments. Virgos do that too. Well, a lot of Virgos have Libra in their chart, and a lot of Libras have Virgo in their chart. So there's a lot of similarities with those signs too. But Libras are the backhanded compliments kind of shade. Deets on Courtney's career. Okay. What are the deets on Courtney's career? All right, ready to go. We have the Death card. Now people are gonna be like, hey, I'm Libra. Okay, she's Aries. We have the King of Wands reversed. We have the Nine of Swords reversed. We have the Six of Wands upright. Seven of Cups reversed. The High Priestess. And the Six of Swords. Okay, definitely big changes. Definitely big changes going on. I can see that you might feel a little bit out of your element, or you might just want to shake things up. You did say Aries over here. I see you going through like a tough time and a lot of restructuring. It could even be the company itself. I don't know if they're going to change management or something of that nature. Court here, I'm terrified. Hi. Yes, it looked like a big time where it's like everything's shifting and changing. You're like, I don't know what's up and down, what's going on. You have a really good intuition though. Whenever you're not thinking in fear, you have very good impulses and a very good intuition. And I see you coming out of this very well. You might go back to a certain job that you did before. The Six of Swords kind of says you might want to leave your current situation and go back to something you did previously. Or you might even move locations. Yes? Okay. Yes. Okay. That looks like a good move. If you were thinking, I want to go back to something I did previously, yes, that's it. That's what to do. That's boom. They're like, that's it. Bam, bam. There's clarity for that. You don't have to worry about all other options. You know, sometimes we're like, oh, well, I want to consider these options because I don't want to miss anything. Nope. That's the good path for you. You'll be welcomed back. There's a lot of support there. It might be a little bit more of a travel or something, but it's going to be good. It's going to work out. If there's any issues with transportation or a car, I see that working out as well. You might be worried about longer hours, but it's not any sacrifice that you have in association with that move. It's going to be for the better because the stress that you have right now in the current situation is way worse than any sacrifice you'd have getting back to this. And this would be very triumphant and a really good move. So just follow your intuition on that, because it's like this path here might look scary to other people, but you're in Aries. You go out there, you crash down paths that others are afraid to take, and it comes out well. Like, it comes out really, really well. So I feel like you're gonna have a lot of changes just in general, to be honest. You might kind of, it's like you do yourself differently. Like, I'm the same person, but I rock myself differently now. Like, if that makes sense, that's kind of your vibe right now, just in general. It's just having a lot of transformations. You might do a dramatic hair change, revamp the wardrobe, just switch up a lot. The transition has already begun. Yes, the stress is unbearable. Yes, I would say you have to find some way to deal with the stress, because it's like at the height of what it can be, besides like exploding right now, basically. You have to find a way, even if you can talk to your health practitioner, even get some like maybe natural like melatonin or something so you can sleep, natural sleep aid, and just find ways to bring down your stress. You also could do some extreme like workouts, like boot camp workouts or something. So we have this Pluto and Aries energy together right here, which is just too much to carry in your body together. You have to express it. You have to let it out somehow. Your hair is done. Yes. keep it did, keep it going. But overall, you're gonna come out of this time and it's gonna be so good. You're gonna feel like, man, just felt like I just went through a little, I don't know, a little what's something, a juicer or something. But it's gonna be real good, real celebrated. You're gonna be popping, okay? You can flex on the gram, all of that kind of stuff moving forward. So yeah, keep going, keep trucking. Turbulent. Yes, this is definitely turbulence, but look at that phoenix coming out like a phoenix. Yes, with style. I love it. You have excellent intuition. You could be a reader yourself. Your dreams will really guide you, so follow that. I love that. Aries don't get enough credit for their intuition. They really don't. Aries are highly spiritual. I've never met an Aries who isn't intuitive. I've never met an Aries who isn't really psychic. I've met an Aries who is stubborn and ignores it. I've met an Aries who's like, no, I'm going to do that caveman Aries stereotype instead. But they're always very spiritual. They're always very, almost like precociously spiritual, very innately connected to, quantum physics and all of that. They have a knack for it. And I think being the baby of the zodiac, it's kind of like how children, they say in certain tribes, like children came from where the elders are going. And that's kind of how Pisces and Aries are together. Like Pisces is the last sign, like the elder of the zodiac, and Aries is the baby, but they have that precocious wisdom, kind of like the Fool card in tarot. I've been trying to do the caveman. Christina won't let me. Ruining all your fun. Oh, that's funny. Yes, good luck. It's going to be good. And Leo season will be good. So Cancer season's a little wonky for Aries. But Leo season will be just around the corner. Fire sign season's always popping for fire signs. Okay, which one? Leave. Okay, I saw that you sent it, so let me find it. Which email did you send it to? You might have sent it to the PayPal email. That's your husband? Yes. Oh, Leo is. Nice. You're so welcome. You sent it 37. Great. If you want to send your question in, I'm checking my email to see where the one is, so we can see if we can do Nabuntu's reading. Do you guys ever like go on a different device and then you're like, oh no, I don't think I know my password. I don't know if I can get into my other email. I think you sent it to my backup email that I don't really use. And I don't think I know my password. Let me see. I just have to go on the devices where it's already logged in, That's the phone that I'm using to record. I don't know the password. Okay. Can you send it to the Ocean Heart Conjure one? Where's the live? There we are. The Ocean Heart Conjure is where I take all correspondence. The other one, the I'm Papar, is an old email. It's only for because it's associated with that PayPal, because I made it a long time ago. And it's like for when I'm signing up for something where I can get a free discount, but I don't want to see those emails all the time. The T. That's that email that I use. Yes, you sent it to that one. Okay. Yes, so the Ocean Heart Conjure, that should be also... Oh, I didn't put it on this one. Sorry, I copy and paste my my descriptions for the lives, but sometimes I don't do the right one. Ocean Heart at gmail.com. So that's where I take all bookings and readings and all that kind of stuff. Any correspondence is for that, is in that email. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I look at the clock, it's something fun. All right, y'all like our emojis that we have? Let me put the Divine Rebels, the sparkle with the fist. Hey. Yes. And if you follow Nat Hughes' channel and you're a honey boom and a Divine Rebel, then you are a Divine Honey. So that's the sparkle with the honey pot. Okay. And if you are on the fiery side, like earlier when we were talking about all of that protection and stuff, then you're a rebel boom too if you're on both of our channels, because that's how we mix our names. Wait, where'd it go? That was anticlimactic. It didn't post. Rebel. It's so weird doing the emoji keyboard on the computer. Rebel boom. Okay. Yes. How are cousins, Patricia? Philip, my sister, how should we cut the? Okay. All right. So let me check real quick to see the invoice. Here we go. Hi. Okay. 2 for 16. Oh, I think you you sent an invoice to me for me to pay. That's so funny. Let's see. Oh no, that's the one I sent. Okay, let's try this again. What's it doing? It's being Mercury retrograde back here behind the scenes. I'm like trying to talk over the I'm like trying to talk over the tab so you guys can hear me in the next tab as if I'm behind a divider or something, like in the library. Where is There we go. Let's find that email. All right, I'll be with you in a moment in this other tab, request money. Okay, everyone cross your fingers that it works because it was giving me troubles. Okay, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. Okay, let's see, 2 live readings. All right. My computer screen can't touch screen anymore because I cracked it a little bit. The crack's not on the screen, it's like way down low, but wait. Look, it keeps trying to make me pay you. You're cracking me up. What kind of manifestation work are you doing? I keep trying to request and it keeps telling me to pay you. That's funny. Look at you. Look, that's how Virgos get you. I'm going to tease you. That's how Virgos will get you. You got to pay them to do a service. Let's see. I'm going to come back and see what y'all are saying in the chat. Okay. Now request. It better request this time. All right, there. It worked. It worked. It worked. They said it went through. Oh, you're drowned to honey these days. Yes, and then we have Tash. So we have Nubuntu, then Tash, then Christiana. Okay. Your ancestors are genius. It's all the Virgo shit. Exactly. They're like, you know what? You can pay us for that. My ancestors work by giving me credits, though, all the time. Look, I got $10 credits coming back off of something that was a promo that was a credit too. So they really be working that way. And I'm like, okay, but you kind of waste my time when I have to call customer service, but they end up making up for it. So okay, so I sent it. So let me know. So I'll go ahead and do Tasha's question while you are getting that invoice in. And then when that comes into you, we'll do yours. And then we have Christiana. Tosh, I was wondering if you can go over who's in next. Oh, wait, no, you were just asking me. So where is Tasha's question? I think you're next. Oh, you don't want to interrupt the readings. Sorry. Yes, so Tosh, you're next. Oh, we have 37 as well. Tosh is next, then 37. And then Christiana. But somewhere in between there, we have Nubuntu as well, because we've been trying to get that done. You're a Pisces, Team Pisces. Oh, you're really heartbroken. You thought Kenneth, the Scorpio, liked you, but indirectly told me last night he's with someone else. I'm not sure if he's lying or if he's into me. I'm so confused. Oh, these Scorpios and Scorpio Pisces connections are intense. So, you just want clarity on that situation then? Okay. All right, 37. Thank you. Do you have a particular question or do you just want clarity? It might take me a second to see your guys' chats too, so if you answer me and I ask you again, it's just because I haven't seen it. Okay. Clarity. Okay, great. And I'm checking here. Okay, perfect. Anything will help. So clarity for Tosh on the situation with the Scorpio. Oop, it's ready. All right, we have the Five of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower card, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Temperance reversed, and Eight of Pentacles. So again, we definitely have the feeling of someone not wanting to mess up a work situation. I see attraction being here, but yeah, this again, it's very strong. Like, I'm not trying to mess up work. This person might have even talked about your guys' connection and got advice from someone else that could have been like either someone who was older, had more time on the job, or even a supervisor. Like, nah, I wouldn't do that in the workplace kind of energy. They see you as very spunky and fiery, actually, not so much watery, and they kind of feel like you're not going to be interested in them for long, like it's going to be a passing thing, that maybe you're just charismatic and like hold that energy. Venus and Aries. Okay, that's what they're feeling. Yeah, they kind of feel like you it reminds me of like Rihanna energy. Like if Rihanna gave someone a little flirt look, they'd be like, oh my gosh, they'd be so flattered. Obviously they'd be attracted, but at the same time they would be like, okay, but it's like Rihanna, all that Aries energy she throws off, even though she's a Pisces. They wouldn't believe that she's actually interested or that it would be long term or anything of that nature, you know what I mean? And that's this kind of vibe that they have, is they don't really believe that it would come to anything. They think you're going to be distracted, you're going to be off to the next person. You probably give them a little, spicy smile too. The Five of Cups reverse makes me feel like they got back with someone, or that they're trying to heal issues with someone that they might have been with, or it could have been something from the past. Maybe they got back with someone in the past. I don't see it. It doesn't look like literally on the rocks. On the rocks at best. So whether they could actually be separated and the partner pulling away from them, but they want to be in this relationship, very typical Scorpio. So to them, they're like, nah, we're in this relationship. If they do like live together or something, I remember this energy, and I remember you told him you liked him. Okay, and he said nothing. Yeah, he's not trying to mess up. He's not trying to rock the boat. He's not. That really threw him for a loop too, that you actually said something like, what? Did you just, especially Scorpio too, because Scorpios, they like to marinate and be all sly and shy about things and all slick about stuff, unless they're on the prowl in the on the prowl situation. But does he like you? I think he's very attracted to you. I don't think he's gonna do anything about it moving forward. I don't, because his life is really messy. He wants things to stay. He wants to stay in a good terms, like coworker wise, and he's very aware of like managers or superiors or something like that in the workplace. And he's not going to mess that up. And yeah, he doesn't trust that you're going to be long-term interested in him. Temperance reversed here. It might just feel like the situation doesn't gel. It doesn't work. And I feel like it's bad timing for him because he's trying to heal something or get back into a relationship with somebody. But yeah, he kind of has that sad boy stuff kind of going on, or he's just not able to process some things he's been through lately. But he's attracted to you, but he sees you as, young and spunky, and that you'll be moving on to something else very quickly. Whereas he thinks he would end up being the one all devastated, and it would mess up a lot of stuff for him, and then you'd be unscathed if the situation went bad. So I don't see him making any moves now. It was almost like he wasn't expecting that. You're older than by him than 6 years. That makes sense that Scorpios are always the one that thinks they're Scorpios and Capricorns, right? And probably Virgos too. Maybe I should stop saying on Virgos, but those are the signs they always feel older than everyone else. Like they'll be looking around like, oh, these youngins. You're like, we're all the same age. We're in the same class. That was me too. I was very serious when I was younger, even though I'm very youthful at the same time. Yeah. So that's the vibe. I don't know. He's got a lot going on in his personal life. It's hard as an adult because like we're always working. So like you try to date people you work with, but then people are like, I'm not trying to mess up my bills. Okay, let you know if it came through. Fine. Let's see. Where is my register? Okay, yep, it came through. All right, and I also see the one for 37. Perfect. Okay, everyone's here. So we got, you're welcome. We have Tasha's. Okay, so I think Nubuntu, yours was before 37. Then we have 37. Then we have Christiana. Oh, you have to tell me the questions. I forgot. What were your questions? Are y'all eating well? Did you get some food? Those of you grabbing a little view on your lunch break. Hope you get something tasty. Oh, you emailed the questions. That's right, you did. Okay, I can click. I still have that open. 2 questions. What is the date our funding will be approved? When will the call from the funding organization happen? Okay, what is the date the funding will be approved? When will the call from the funding organization happen? Kind of one question. All right, there we go. We have the 9 of Cups. Judgment reversed. 10 of Cups. Ace of Wands. Queen of Cups. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of celebration. The 4 of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Swords reversed. This definitely from timing wise, it looks like Pisces or Aries moon. So let me look up the lunar calendar for this month because it's going to fall around that time. Moon calendar. Okay. We're in, so this is going to be a couple weeks. It's going to be less than 2 weeks because 2 weeks from the new moon will be a Capricorn moon. Half moon in a week would then be a Libra moon. So it's going to be it's probably going to be about a week and a half. Let me pull up the exact dates. So I would be looking at around July 21st or July 22nd, somewhere around in there. The 20th, the 21st are Pisces moon, the 22nd and 23rd are Aries. We did think it would be Cancer season though, so it would be more on that side because around that time we'll be moving into Leo. Look, this is how I figure things out with astrology. Oops, I was typing and I wasn't in the tab. Okay. So Sun in Leo is going to happen. What exact date? Want to see the degree. Sorry, I could do this easier if I had my app that I use. And I never bought, I usually buy an astrological calendar and planner that have the ephemeris in it. And I just didn't this year because I always have it on my phone, but I can't access that right now when we're on. Planetary transits. Okay. It's not pulling it up. Mercury, be kind to us. Okay. July 23rd is when the sun goes into Leo. Yep. So it could go any of those days. So we're looking at right now, from what the cards can pull up, between the 20th to about the 22nd of July. It's going to be right around there. And it's probably going to be closer to July 21st or 22nd because it's showing me on the cusp of the Pisces and Aries moon is what it looks like. So let me go back so I can see what you're saying. Okay. Yes. Oh, it's dinner time. Enjoy your dinner. Yes, but I see celebrations. The Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands with the Nine of Cups is brilliant. It's like putting it to rest, no more anxiety, that kind of thing. Hearing the judgment, getting the call. I feel like this is like hanging up the call. There might still be a little bit more that you have to wrap up before everything is transitioned through and everything, but I feel like getting the call that that's coming through, and then feeling very content. And you might just be sitting there staring like, wow, it really happened with the Queen of Cups. So that looks good. Yay. Okay. And then we have, did I waste my time and money on Andrew, or will this grow into something of abundance and growth? He is an Aries, big Aries energy right now. Whenever Cancer energy is around, we always have Aries. And I think because right now it's Cancer season, I think because Cancer likes to mother and Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So you see that, I see that combination. Try to date a lot. Okay, we got the Emperor, Aries. We have the Lovers reversed, Page of Wands reversed, King of Swords reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, the Strength card, and the Three of Cups. This looks like kind of, I would say this looks like better as friends, not as lovers or business. I'm not sure what capacity that you guys are involved together. I don't see you guys growing together. It's almost like if you try to build and grow together, it's going to ruin the relationship and the friendship. And it's just like, I can see it's been a struggle for you. You guys do better when the Three of Cups is when we don't necessarily have the same path as someone, but we carry like spiritual and emotional help for them. We have love for them. But it doesn't mean we do the same things. And so I see this person being able to be successful without you, and you be successful without them. But when it's together, for some reason, it's very draining. I'm a Virgo trying to be vulnerable, just saying. Aww, that's good. Yes. Virgos can get burnt. No, I'm not gonna lie, because Virgos can be so sensitive and so caring and nurturing and really give to others a lot. That's for sure. So yeah, this situation is better like as emotional, like sensitive support. Financial support isn't really the way to go. What I get from this could be that situation, when someone gets really successful and then it's like they forget about the people who helped them out, and then they're out there like, hey, flashing, I made it, I did this kind of thing. And you're like, excuse me, you slept on my couch for 8 months, ate all my food, took all my money rent free, and how are you saying you did this alone? They have that kind of vibe. So it is kind of like protect your resources. You're the boss of all areas of your life. Make sure to have your firm boundaries. You can love this person, you can support them emotionally and as friends and all of that, but you have to maintain, you got to keep that lion in check. Right? He's a lot wealthier than me though. So no romance here then. It's funny though, because he still has that energy though of somebody who would be taking more than giving in the relationship. And seeing you as not speaking up enough to do anything about it. Or they might swat away, when you get mad or something, kind of belittle it and not take it seriously. And you're like, no, I'm serious. And they're not taking you seriously. So this doesn't look like it would last. And that makes sense, because then they end up the Emperor. They already have some wealth to build on. That little entitlement there, okay, rich Aries. Yeah, I don't see love forming or staying around at this time. Not while they're in this kind of ego check place that they have. It would be a lot of work for you. It's like you can kind of bring them to heal, but it's going to be a lot of work. Hi, Tanisha. I'll check and see if I got the Cash App. Yes. So for now, it's like I would hold space. You can see if this person would kind of get a clue, but you're gonna really have to go at them like a fire sign, basically, if you want to get this person's attention and make them, cooperate in a relationship. It's like wrangling cats or something. Yeah. Yes, because I don't feel like they're hearing you. And that's the thing. They're not really hearing you, your message, your concerns, how you feel about things. They're not valuing your opinion as equal to their own, which is not a good look. Yes. Okay. You can't stop crying. Why? What happened? Okay, that would make sense why his energy is different because I didn't remember it being like that. Yes, Virgo. Yes. I hear you. Yep, everyone go and get out there for migrant children. Absolutely. There's actions tomorrow. They're calling it, I think it's National Action Day or something here. Hi, baby. Mama's right here. Just hi, baby. Hey. Hi. You waking up? You just took that out of your house. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Okay, I just went. Mama's over here on the live reading. Okay, just a minute. I'll wrap it up. Okay. Baby is awake now. So I'm not gonna, I think we have 3 or 4 in the queue. Let me see. We have Christiana. We have 37. We have Tonisha. Oh, I was gonna see if I got yours in the Cash App. Yes, I got yours in Cash App. Um, okay. Let me see if I can get a couple done right now while she's having her bottle. Yeah, I'm definitely not celebrating the 4th. The 4th has always been more about those who have more freedom kind of shoving it in others' face because, I mean, it started when there was still like slavery and stuff, so it's a thing. Yeah. Well, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats just approved like $6 billion more. It's not going to the wall, but it's basically the way it's requested. It's for supposedly for Trump to care for those that he's already stolen, the children, and to basically go and kidnap more. Plus, that's just the children that are in migrant camps. There's still like hundreds and thousands of children that were already lost. Remember that he said that, oh, we're just never going to find them, that they gave to like different, like, I don't know, Catholic foster homes and stuff. Yeah. So, and that's just the numbers they tell us. Their numbers are never right because their numbers aren't even right on what happens with like missing and murdered indigenous children. They always, they take the numbers down when it suits them. They pat them up when it suits them. I'm mad that YouTube is running all these Trump ads that are straight up dictator propaganda. Some of the ads I've seen are disgusting. I keep showing not to show them. Yeah, so they are the same. Yep. Yeah, America, it's not even about our election. That's the thing. The whole system was meant to be like this. That's the point. Like the police were literally formed to like regulate things, like to make the slaves not get out, like not to let black people be free and shit. Like back in the day, from what I had watched on like, I don't know if it was like PBS, like the Democrats used to be more like how the Republicans are now and stuff. Like they just kind of switch around, but it's the same system. Like, yeah, and he's taking pictures with that dude who had tortured and chopped up and murdered that journalist in the embassy, and carried him out in bags and stuff. They just had a picture. Follow Sean King. Sean King's good to follow for social justice. I'll type some things that I follow for social justice. Sean King. This is on Insta. Rachel, I think it's .Cargill. Oh shoot, what's her name? I can picture it, but I can't think of her name right now. There's two more. What are their names on the? Dang it. I'll try to do a post. I'll try to do a post on here and on Instagram of, people to follow and pay attention to. But yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead. I definitely thank you guys for discussing this and being open to it. Please talk to everyone. Blow up your social medias everywhere about it. Okay. Oh, thank you, Christina. I'll consider that for the live. That will be a lot to get into, and the baby's waking up right now, and I want to be prepared for that. So I'll see about doing that the next live that we'll do in a few hours here, probably around maybe 5 o'clock. I'll try to go back on live again, 5 o'clock my time, so about 4 hours. I want to make sure I get everyone's readings now, and I will sit and see with my ancestors and see if that's something that we should do. Yeah, I'll see. Yeah, thank you. That's a lot to channel in. Okay, so we have 37 needs their reading. Yes. Other readers too. Yes. That's going to be, you guys can get readings like that. When I get my website up, you'll be able to see the menu, but I do, and I have pick a cards like that too that I'm going to do. We can do readings on how to leverage my privilege. What should I be doing in activism right now? All these kind of things. Zulu ancestors. Yes, we are warriors after all. And we are stronger together. I got the chills. Yes. Thank you. And the same, I'm staying awake and spiritually and physically, and sending energy, true energy too. That's that I keep telling people. I'm like, the youngsters, we have all these memes that are funny on Insta, but being a witch isn't just sniffing lavender and collecting crystals. It's about really protecting people. It's about holding things down. It's about someone's hurting people, especially the vulnerable in the community. You handle it. You handle it spiritually. So get all you root workers out there. Everyone, I was thinking that, like, if you got to do laws, stay away, keep away for the protesters going out. If you got to help, help refugees, keep an eye out for them. Definitely use your cameras, your phones, just protect each other. Hi, Patina. I'm at work and keep missing the live readings. And I know Baby Magic just woke up. Are you going to do a Kiki reading later today? Yes, I'm going to try for 5 o'clock my time. So let me go ahead. We have Christiana. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart. I love you so much. You can come see what Mama's doing. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, our time's limited. Did you hear her little footsteps running? Oh, it's precious, baby. Okay, so we have Christiana, 37. I think 37's next, and then Christiana. But I'm waiting for your questions. If you could send them back down, because there's been so much chat. Woo! Did you find some animal cookies, animal crackers? Those are some tasty things. Oh my gosh, y'all. I still have to talk about Jambalaya, 2 and Alive, for those who have done the book reading. We are going to read Mama Day next. So we'll probably start that on Sunday. Well, no, because we're only on the second portion. We haven't talked about the second portion of Jambalaya. So we'll do the third portion of Jambalaya Sunday, and then the next week we'll start Mama Day. Bye, Nubuntu. Thank you so much. No, that's fine. I want to talk about these things. I'm just a little crunch right now just because the baby, and I want to get some readings if people will drop their questions down here. If not, I'll just do them on the next. Also, if you are like, well, I want my reading, but I won't be able to go live next time, you can put your question once the video posts. Put your question under there or email me your question and I'll answer it on the live, and then you can watch the playback when you have time if you don't want to have to like wait or something a few days. Okay, so I'm not seeing 37 or Christiana or Tanisha. If you could post your question down here so I can see it in the chat. Okay, there's 37s. 37 says, I'm confused between between two astrology teachers. Any advice about that? Yes. Let's see. So think of A and B. One astrology teacher for A and one for B. And I'll pull on both sides, okay? Oops. Okay, so for astrology teacher A, we have, oh, sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. She hit the camera all over there, y'all. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, I want to stop right there. That looks good. Okay, for astrology teacher B, we have the 3 of Wands reversed. We have, oops, we have the back of the card. No, just kidding. The 7 of Cups reversed. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the High Priestess. No, I think your intuition already knows. Don't go with one's female, one's male. Okay, so the first one you thought of, I have on A, and the second one I have on B. The first one looks perfect. You're emotionally fulfilled. You guys fit in. You might even have a long-term good repertoire relationship with each other. You get the help that you need with the 6 of Pentacles. It'll be financially stable. You'll get maybe some certification, or you'll have pride in the work that you do, and you'll be able to take it and become even an entrepreneur yourself, or even teach those classes. You'll have something to show. You'll really understand the charts. So definitely I would say the first one you thought of, the person A. So that would be probably, you said the female first. Yes, that looks like it. The second one is a hard no. And your intuition really knows that. Okay. So anyone who's just joining, any questions that I can't get to right now because baby is up and we need to eat lunch. Are you hungry, baby? Yeah, you're the hungry baby. I will finish. I'm going to go live again at 5, and then I'll probably go live again a little after that. I'm doing a live-a-thon, so we will be back. Yum, yum. Yes, we got to go eat. Feed that baby. Okay, so for Christiana, how are cousins Patricia and Mariana feel about me and my sister? Should I cut cords? Okay, you're so welcome. Okay, so for Christiana with cousins Patricia and Mariana. Okay, we have the Chariot. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. The 6 of Cups. The Strength card. The King of Cups and the King of Swords. All right, so yes, I'm seeing cutting cords here when we have the sword suits coming up. Well, there's good memories here. There is good energy, but there's also a lot that you struggle with, and it's not physically really good to be around them. So it's a pretty clean answer where it's saying to go ahead and remove towards them. How to behave towards them? It's like be genuine. Be genuine with them when you do interact. Be honest and upfront. Maintain your boundaries. You don't have to shrink or act like you're not happy, or you don't have to put on any emotions around them. Okay, so this will have to be our last one for now, and the next one we'll do on the next live. And if you want to put, when this video post your questions on this. It's for a minute, it's going to look like this video is gone, and then it will post. I know. Precious, precious baby. Um, and then I will answer on the next one. Hi, Ender. But yeah, this one is like, be genuine. When you need to put a boundary, put a boundary. When you feel good in life, don't feel like you have to hide it or anything because you're afraid of them attacking. You can still hold great love for them. That's okay to do, but do cut kind of maybe even communication, mental boundaries, and energetic boundaries with them. I'm also seeing to physically, you're not probably going to want to be around them too much. I'm seeing with the chariot moving on, not being too much in their inner circle or not kind of keeping up to date with them and what's going on. You know how sometimes when people have really damaged us, we keep tabs on them so we can know if they're sending something our way. You're going to get to the point where you really just cut all of that off energetically and really let them go. One of them I think you'll stay more at distance with, and then another one over time is going to get closer. It could be an air sign that you stay more distant with and a water sign that you eventually get closer with. Yes, you asked a lot of questions in one thing. So it's like 4 questions. How do they feel? I'm seeing 2 different feelings. One I'm feeling is distant, and I don't feel that any is malicious. I think all of you are just dealing with situations that haven't been good and haven't been the best, and don't know how to interact in a way that feels good to everyone while maintaining your boundaries. One person I see is feeling a lot, very emotional. They love you a lot, but they also have a lot of resentment there. And they also have, like, there's sharks in the water here. They don't trust you, and they know you don't trust them. And if anything were to go head to head, they would rise to the occasion. The other one is, I think they want to communicate more. They do, but at the same time, they want to live their life how they want to live. So they don't want to change. I don't see either of them wanting to change. They're very fixed, but they have this energy of, the second one has this energy of, okay, well, what I do is good for my life. I can come to terms with what you're doing over there, but it doesn't mean I'm going to like it. It doesn't mean I'm going to support you in it. And it doesn't mean I'm going to bite my tongue if it's brought up, kind of energy. Yeah. So, overall, I don't feel like it's where you guys have to be mortal enemies for all eternity, but I don't feel like it's gonna be like a warm, cozy, everything's okay situation. Maybe with the one that's more emotional, they could be the water sign. They might come back around and you get close with them over, like, in the long term, and you guys kind of come to terms with each other's vices and find a way to work it out. The other one, I think you might just be at a distant understanding, kind of an impasse. Maybe through social media you'll connect with them and you'll have, vague communication sometimes, but it's showing to go ahead and allow yourself to succeed and move forward. And definitely cutting energetic and mental cords with them will help all of you get the breathing room that you need to kind of work this stuff out. Yeah. So I would kind of sit with it and meditate it, or get like a personal reading on the situation to see if you're looking at, because I know it's hard with siblings, and it can be a very intricate situation. I've had to cut cords with the family members, and it's tough because you love them so much, it's very emotional and stuff. So I did have a friend come in and help me too when I needed that, because I just wanted a non-biased third party to help me out, even though I do the same work as well. Okay. All right, so let's see. She's semi-sitting. I'm gonna do Tanisha's real quick, and then we'll go. We did 37s. Okay, and then actually I think we'll be caught up. Okay, so Tanisha, who's my next partner? You're welcome. Thanks in advance. Who's Tanisha's next partner? You really should get a personal for this many questions. That's like 5 questions. I was just seeing it. They were kind of coming up as one having more water energy and one has more air energy. Look at that mess. That mess. That's right. Are you going to pick it up? Thank you. Good job. Okay. Who is Tanisha's next partner? Who is Tanisha's next partner? Okay. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Death card. Pluto, or Pluto reversed. It's a card of Pluto. Judgment reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. And the Lovers. Okay, up top we have the Two of Wands. This definitely seems to be someone who is Mars or Pluto dominant. Could be an Aries or Scorpio or have both of those signs, definitely. Five of Wands reversed. I feel like this is someone from the past. Have you had a Scorpio or Aries in the past? If not, this is very strong past life energy together. There is a karmic connotation to it, but the feeling that you guys could overcome it this lifetime, I feel like it will be a pretty instantaneous like attraction to each other and liking to each other. Like you'll know that, okay, this is going to be a dating relationship. Thank you, baby. That's kind of heavy for baby. I know, sweetheart. Yeah, but there's the energy of unfinished business. So okay, Tosh, I'll be doing that. I'll read that one on the next live because I've cut off the readings for this one because baby's up. So I was just trying to, when she was having a quiet moment there, finish up who I could. But this will be the last one that I'll do. And then I'm going to take a break and I'll be on later on this evening. Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to see if Tanisha spoke. Okay, yeah, so if you know this person that you've had a past energy, thank you, my love, with an Aries or a Scorpio or someone who is Mars or Pluto dominant, this would be them. If not, they're from a past life. But yeah, this person is going to be very intense. They're going to be intense in a lighthearted way. Like when they party, and they're going to be intense in like a spiritual, I'm serious, I read people to the core, I don't joke around, like I'm truthful to the fullest extent kind of way as well. They really almost too much. We're like, dang, I feel like I don't even have skin on right now. I'm just bones. You read me so hard. There's someone who's very much into free will. But at the same time, they're very connected to the universe. They really transform a lot. They really try to create their life. Like they're aware that they co-create their life, that they're creating what they want, and they really push things to happen in their life that they want. So for instance, if they say, okay, I set my sights on you, that's it, we're gonna be together. Boom, done. Like it's gonna happen. Like they have that kind of energy. They don't let Five of Pentacles get them down. They don't let Ten of Swords get them down. They don't let judgment of others. So setbacks, anything happening, deaths in the family, anything, they're going to bounce back all the time. They've probably come from a really hard life, but they're just never going to submit to that. Something in them, as they can get so down sometimes, but something in them just ignites. They have this fire in them, this passion for life that just won't go away no matter what happens. And so they always find a way to just like, yeah, like that phoenix from the ashes, bring themselves back. And they're like, no, life's going to be fun because life's a party. It reminds me of Pose. If you watch Pose, on one part, spoiler, someone's partner dies, and then he ends up coming out and being on the ballroom scene again. And they're like, well, how are you doing? And he said, no, he told me he doesn't want my life to be about his death. So I grieved and I cried and I did what I needed to. And now that I'm back out here, hosting the ballroom party. So that's kind of the vibe of this person. They're like, they'll feel it. They'll feel every ache and pain in life to the hilt. They'll apply it to their soul wisdom. And then they're going to go back out there and set life on fire. And they're going to live to the utmost, for every trouble they've had, for everything that they've lost. And that's how they handle life. And so they're going to be extremely passionate. It's going to be definitely soul connections and intense chemistry and, deep sexual bonds. That's how they do things. I feel them being very committed. I feel them being very present. They have wounds from the past, but I don't think anything as far as relationships that's going to come and get in the way of their relationship with you. Yeah, so they're intense. A little James Dean energy, right? He was an Aries with a Scorpio moon. That's that kind of vibe. Yes, yes. All right, y'all. So that is the readings for today. Thank y'all so much for getting the readings, for your chats, your openness to everything discussed. We'll be posting this one. I'll leave this one up, and I will be coming back on later. Baby and I are going to go eat, and I'm going to be cleaning up stuff. Oh, Our house is a mess right now. Baby's in exploratory age right now. So, yes, I will talk to you later. Bye.